alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
A married woman, if she maintains a hijab and wants to go out and work or do some Islamic activities, she is not allowed to do so, even though the husband is aware that Islamically she is allowed to do it. And the husband and also the family is normally under the impression, or it is the norm of the society, that the married woman is supposed to sit at home and not work, as she is the homemaker. So can, in this matter, she can disobey her husband, as it is the will and desire of his wife?
Sister asked a question that if a woman after she gets married, she maintains the hijab and wants to do some dawah activity, Islamic activity, but the in-laws and the husband don't prefer because they have the old view that a woman should sit at home, she should be a homemaker. The old view is not homemaker, old view is housewife. Housewife means, you're married to the house, you have to sit in the house, you don't have to go out. The homemaker is the view of the Islamic that she makes the home, she builds the home, and she may have to go out of the house to build the home also. But naturally, as long as she does not do anything against the Sharia. So sister, in these cases, it's a very delicate situation. The answer is not in black and white, yes or no. The answer is that I feel that the wife should try and convince the husband. One thing is there, that the lady should do all her requirements, all her duties as a good wife to the husband. And whatever responsibility she has of the house, she should fulfill. I mean, there's a case where a lady says, I'm to go out to dawah and I leave the house early in the morning, come late in the night, and don't look after anything, etc. So I feel that's not justified. Because the more role of a woman is that of a mother, of a wife, that's important. So after she takes care of the minimum basic requirement that is there, of the husband, that a good wife should do, of the mother, of the home that's required, and then if she goes, there's no problem at all. And if she's a good Muslimah, she should be able to convince the husband that it will be beneficial for him and for her if she goes out. Because if she goes out, but natural, she can get sawab for herself as well as from the husband. But naturally, if she's doing Islamic activities. But she should be able to convince. At the same time, you should realize that many a times, I know cases, that there are some sisters who, fine, I'm doing dawah, so they think they're doing something great, and then they don't obey the husband. मैं तो दावा कर रही हूँ, तुम तो दावा करते ना, तुम तो पैसा कमाते. I'm going and I'm doing dawah and I'm doing so much. Fine, maybe they'll do a little bit here or there at home, and they think that they're doing a great work. The sister should realize that the first duty of a woman is to take care of the home. Take care of the home means being a good wife, being a good mother, being a good daughter. And it is with hikmah that she does the duty. Fine, each husband may differ. The demands of each husband may differ. Some husband demand may be too much. Some husband demand may be less. So then you as a wife should know what is the striking balance. For example, I tell my wife that I don't want her to cook food in the home. If you cook every day, I can hire a cook. It's easy. So I don't want to waste your time. I would prefer you go and do some dawah, some activity, because that will get more sawab for you and for me. Fine, if you want to cook once in a while, once a week, you cook, no problem, if you like cooking. But every day if she's going to be in the house and stay in the morning, get up in the morning, cook the breakfast and the lunch and the dinner and the best of foods. So I tell that, that can be easily obtained. So I will marry you because I want to be a cook. So each man may have a different requirement. I prefer that she, fine, at the same time she should do the duty of the mother, should take care of the house. But that can be done very well by spending a few hours at home and yet go out. But some like me, some would say, fine, okay, you can go out maybe 2 hours out. I wouldn't mind as long as she takes care of the other aspects and goes out and joins the Islamic organization for 5 hours or 6 hours or 7 hours. Some would say, okay, fine, you can only go out for 2-3 hours. Well, that's also good, mashallah. Permitting the wife to go out for 2 hours a day or 3 hours a day. Some would not want at all. That's excessive. So then, in that case, it is the duty of the wife to try and satisfy the husband and try and squeeze time. What you want, I will do it. You want food, I'll give it to you. And try and cook maybe a bit earlier, get up early, do that. So she may have to do a bit more jihad. Try a bit harder. Not that, नहीं, मैं तो भाई 8-10 घंटे सोंगी हमेशा हर रोज. फिर भी जाऊंगी 8 घंटे उधर. So sister, it's a grey area. There is an understanding. And what I believe, that if one of the two partners is Islamic, most of the fights can be solved, most of the different opinions can be. If one is very Islamic and the other is average, if one of the two is very Islamic and the other is average or a little below average, no problem, unless he is and excessive away from Islam is different. But average or below average also, one of the two of the spouses is Islamic and knows the Sharia well, alhamdulillah, most of the problems in the family can be solved. So these things, sister, you should realize that you should do a duty as a woman, being a good wife, being a good mother, being a good daughter, etc. At the same time, you can do work. And there are various ways. You can sit at home also and do dawah, etc. But I know that going out and attending organizations and attending the Islamic program like the way you're doing, alhamdulillah, that's more beneficial and far superior. And you can imbibe more knowledge and at the same time get more sawab. Hope that answers the question, sister.